What's going on, people? What is going on? You are now tuning in to the Six Man Combo. Um, hey, let's go ahead and get it. Well, what's going on, people? What is going on? As you already know, today is Tuesday. We are running a little bit later on here. That is on me. That is my fault, y'all. Had an old man moment. 14-hour day of work today, so yeah. So you gonna get one of them damn days. So I'm your host today, the Six Man K Styles. To the stage left, you already know him as the mad scientist, Mad Mike Sports. And down at the bottom joining us today, you already know him as the professor. You already know him as Noah 10 Dale. What's going on, Noah, man? Appreciate you joining us, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. It's been a minute for me. It's been about like 12 days or so since I've last been on here.
I know.
Got some explaining to do, so I'm going to catch up on everything for y'all Thursday on my channel if you guys are interested in that. So that's all I got to say.
Oh, they definitely going to be interested in doing that, man. So, hey, let's go ahead and we're going to go and get them three special words, and that is what? And today's roll call, we're going to kick it off with Isaac Crimes, Darnell Partridge, Joseph Thornton. We got Pat Norris, Raymond Elder. We got Big Ant in the building, so y'all make sure y'all go ahead and show Big Ant some love. That is AFN family, as always. I think I said Lee 85, but I haven't. Let me say your name. We got Yeezy in the building, Pamela Johnson, King Fuego, Saint 16.
You can skip that other name.
Man, yeah. Cause can't say shout out to Noah because Noah's right here, so they can give you all the shouts out they want to.
Teleporting again.
Now you see me. Now you don't. Brian Peoples in the building. We got
Keyshawn Vlad too.
Keyshawn Vlad. We got the Falcon therapist, aka that's our homie Juan. Y'all make sure y'all show him some love. Michael Walker, my people, Sonia, Dreddy. We got Young Gunner, ATM. Man, we're gonna do a couple more here, man. We got Nathan Floyd, Reggie C2K, D Coleman, Tiff Sports and Gaming, ATL Leo. Let's go ahead and cut this off in 3, 2. All right, people, let's go ahead and get on with the show, man. As you already know what the title of tonight's show is, CP, Drake London, and Kyle Pitts putting the NFL on notice. And I definitely want to give a shout out to Baldy Breakdown for this interesting topic here because of what he showed, and it put an interesting perspective on what to come for the future. But before we go ahead and start, let me go and give Lee 85 with the $2 super chat. He said, "What up, you all? I'm in the house, man. Definitely appreciate you tuning in, man. We appreciate everybody that tune in. Now, I want to get y'all opinions as far as this particular subject because I after looking at the video, I had a very interesting thought from what he saw as far as this pick your poison with Cordarrelle Patterson, Drake London, Kyle Pitts. We kind of saw a little bit more of a full display this past game against the Seahawks. Now, let me ask y'all something. And Mike asked the question earlier this week. Do y'all remember the DVD offense? I looked at this closely and I said, these three actually are the reincarnation of that offense in a different light. I want to go ahead and get y'all thoughts on that take I got, man. Which whoever wants to start, man, the floor is yours.
There you go, Mike. What do you want?
I talk too much, so you got it.
All right then. Well, to go along with your comparison of the, Duckett Vic Dunn or Dunn Vic Duckett, however you want to say it, DVD, right? Mm-hmm. There are also other pieces that are kind of added to that, right? You think of guys like Algie Crumpler. You think of guys like, Sean Jefferson, maybe. You got yourself a Brian Finneran, maybe. Later on, you got yourself a Roddy White that was going to get into that mix a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then not to mention, you also had a really solid run blocking offensive line.
Correct.
So all those elements added together is basically an upgraded version, we've upgraded that version of us. So now instead of like a Dunn, Vic, and Duckett, call it what you want, there are some similarities between Marcus Mariota and a little bit of Michael Vick. Just a little bit. Not a ton, right? But you have the same strengths, but you also have the same weaknesses a little bit, right? People always want to forget about Vick's inability to handle the football sometimes. He's a little bit too careless. He also had some overthrowing issues. Also had some some accuracy issues. But he was mobile. Probably a little bit too aggressive with the mobility, but that's just the name of the game for them, right? They don't know any other speed except to go, forward, to go aggressive. So it's good for them. Yeah. So now, what else are we saying here? Because in the past you had your Algie Crumpler. Well, now you have your Kyle Pitts. In the past you had your wide receiver one. Well, now we have a definite wide receiver one in Drake London. And now instead of having a Dunn and Duckett, you kind of have both in Cordarrelle Patterson. So while, yes, Cordarrelle Patterson is this big bruising back, but he was also among the fastest ball carriers of this past week, breaking just over 20 miles an hour. This dude's got speed, even in his 30s. Mm-hmm. And just to back that up, you also have someone else that is getting you 4.5 yards a carry every time in Tyler Algier. All right? Someone that, again, I was very high on him before the draft. Just going to throw that out there.
Go ahead, throw it all out there, man.
Paying dividends. But another thing that we weren't really expecting was just how effective we were when it comes to first downs. Like, we're top 10 in the NFL. Probably like 8 and 9, but we're right up there with the rest of the teams. You know, we've had some interesting diagrams that show us, like, okay, well, if when it comes to, like, if you guys care about these stats, like the EPA, like the estimated points, like average or something, it talks about like how productive you are on your dropbacks and on your rushing attempts, right? So they had this little chart, and one square was like the good offense or like good pass offense but bad run game, something like that. You know, you had like every version of that. We are right there on the line between having a strong passing game and a strong running game. Only 6 other teams are in that square. But we also got to remember, if we're going to talk about this matchup, the Browns are also in that square.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like us facing ourselves. It's a bit weird in that aspect. And, you know, they have, well, not really, thanks to whatever happened on Monday. Like, you would have normally had like the dominant pass rusher in Myles Garrett, but we'll see how he feels because the Browns are still kind of leaving that situation open for whatever reason. But now you have like their version of AJ Terrell and Denzel Ward. Like, they have their versions of their young linebacking core, you know, starting up the middle with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And then even in the secondary, like, you have really good depth there. Like, their fifth best guy in the secondary is possibly like Grant Delpit, and a lot of people were high on him out of college too. So a lot of youth, a lot of experience, a lot of good coverage. It's like also another strong rushing attack, one of the best in the league, if not the best in the league. Guys, we're facing ourselves here. Like, wherever we want to put the Browns, they're almost on the same pedestal as us. But I've seen the Browns being like among the top 15 teams, and here we are sitting in like 25 or whatever on other teams' power rankings. So I'm like, what gives? Because they faced the Panthers team in week 1, barely scraped by on a win with them. And then for whatever reason, they kept the Steelers in that game. It was a boring game for how many points that was scored, but they kept them in it, right? And then they had the other matchup, which was just, okay. So you got yourself a mixed bag here. Well, also, so do we. You know? It kind of comes and goes, but when it comes to just the rushing attack, going back to that, we are like Patterson's third in the NFL when it comes to rushing yards. He almost has as many rushing yards as Mike Davis did for us last year. I'm not even making that up. He got that in 3 games. It's not like Mike Davis wasn't hurt. It's not like he was hurt. I don't even understand that.
Mike, hey, what's your take on what's your take on that, man? What you think about when you see these 3 coming from that Baldy breakdown?
I don't call myself the great one for no reason, okay? This is something that I saw a long time ago, a few months ago. I was talking about the Vic Duckett era, and one of the things that what I was actually focused on more is the physicality of that team, more so than actual weapons in itself. Yeah, as Noah stated, we have both, and that's unique in its own right to have a guy like Cordarrelle Patterson who can give you both the best of both worlds with speed and power, I think that's why a lot of people are comparing him to Derrick Henry because this dude is actually punishing these guys. he's punishing these linebackers out here. They are making business decisions when it comes down to Cordarrelle Patterson. So the physicality, the speed that you're getting from both uh, Duckett and Dunn, you're getting that all in one with just Cordarrelle Patterson. And then you couple that with a young power back in themselves, and all he really needs is, at this point in time, is experience and finding what his role is for this particular team. So when you look at this Falcons team, the physicality is what stands out. And what I mean by that in its entirety, despite the weapons, is the offensive line play. Those guys are gritty. They're physical. They like to hit. Let me say that again. Like the Dunn, Vic, Duckett, the offensive line, Keenan Forney, those guys love to hit. These guys like to pancake you. You see Caleb McGarry with that with the leading the charge with the Kyle Pitts tight end screen. He's one of those guys. You see Jake Matthews. All right, you can beat him up every once in a while with speed rushes, but you try to be a power rusher against that guy, he's gonna take your lunch. He's gonna take it, he's gonna eat it in front of you, and he's gonna say, "What lunch, fool?" That's Jake Matthews, okay? That's him. So when it comes down to the Dunn, Vic, and Duckett era, that's what I mean. The physicality with the offensive line, couple that with the many weapons that we have. Because right now, I'm gonna just say this too. It's crazy to say this, but the X factor of this team is not Cordarrelle Patterson. The X factor is not Drake London. The X factor is not even Kyle Pitts. The X factor has snuck up on everyone. He's one of the littlest guys on the field that no defense has seemed to have any answer for right now. And that's a lot.
Can I make a guess?
Finish it for
Make a guess. Let's see. Is he about 5'8"?
Yes.
Is he was on the team last year, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, that's another check.
Does this involve I got it. Are we talking about Olamide Zaccheaus?
Ding 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 ding. No, nobody has an answer for this guy. Because you put him up against your third, he's going to burn the third guy. You put him up against the fourth and fifth, he's going to burn those guys. Everybody's so focused on those guys, but the Zaccheaus is slowly, even on the touchdown. Was it a touchdown? I believe it was a touchdown. It may have been incomplete, what I'm thinking about, but he was wide open on that play. Wide open. So this guy is the X factor for the Atlanta Falcons because you're so focused on Kyle Pitts, you're so focused on Drake. This little guy, he's 20, 30 yards down the field, wide open. Nobody can guard him. So, like I said, man, this team is slowly coming together, man. And I think, for one thing, too, you got to give Arthur Smith his credit. We've gone back and we've looked at his play calling. The dude is on his game, man. He's one of those guys. It doesn't look like much when you see those formations. I think the biggest difference in why people aren't sold on him is because he used one of the most boring formations ever created. All right. Nobody likes to run that pistol formation. It is 100 years old, okay? They've been running that since Jesus was born, okay? All right, nobody
Let
wants
my
to
people go.
So that like if you look at that's what's really saving the Atlanta Falcons, man, and that's what's saving the Atlanta Falcons offensive line is because he uses that pistol formation to do one thing first. He's that pistol formation does one thing first. Max protect. And it forces your linebackers to hesitate because you don't know if it's going to be a run or it's going to be a design run from the quarterback, or you don't know if the tight end is going to get behind you. And then you still have to account for guys like Drake London, who's fast. And then, obviously, like I said, you got to worry about Zacchaeus. He can blow the top off. So that's a dangerous formation that I think it's going to take time for a defense to kind of catch up with.
Yeah, because Olamide Zacchaeus, my bad, y'all. I'm sitting here playing with some stuff. Olamide Zacchaeus is essentially the more explosive version of what we got when Russell Gage was here. Now, we kind of saw it last year, but you really didn't get a lot of opportunity to see it in that way. But there was a reason why of all the receivers from last year that Zacchaeus was the main one that they wanted to keep. So like I said, shouts out to OZ, man. Like you said, he doing his damn thing. He had that costly fumble in the first game against the Saints, but he bounced back, and he bounced back with a vengeance. For right now, anyway. Yeah, I want to get this comp. Hey, did y'all see Felipe? Boy, I saw 2 plays from last game.
Ooh,
did y'all see Felipe Franks out there knocking heads too?
You know, anytime you have an offense that features the likes of Cordarrelle Patterson, Avery Williams, and Felipe Franks on the as 3/5 of your offensive personnel, and you get a good play out of that, like, dude, these are special teamers. None of them are playing in the proper position.
Right.
Not a single one of them. And yet here they are able to make plays on offense.
And we're still talking about Arthur isn't creative enough. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, another thing about Arthur. Shouts out to them only having 2 penalties for 15 yards against the Seahawks in that crowd.
Yeah.
Everybody give a round of applause.
That's a great point there. That's a great point.
Give a round of applause.
I don't care what team they have. That is one of the most difficult places to play. All right, they are always a scrappy team. All right, they always have to show out for their fans. Exactly. And again, they just go out there and they don't even look phased. That's preparation right there.
And like you said, that's understanding the situation as well as far as those penalties, like those pre-snap penalties at that. So like I said, my thought on it is, like I said, if everybody get a chance, go ahead and check out Baldy's breakdown. And this is the second week in a row that he's talking about this dynamic. We call it the CDK offense. It is kind of what he's alluding to, because I want y'all to pay attention. They are stacking Kyle Pitts and Drake London on the same side a lot now. And then you're getting to an aspect where not only are they doing that, they're stacking Drake London and Cordarrelle Patterson on the same side too.
For who, Fred?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Yeah.
I think he said the screen is back.
He's back.
Oh,
I
I think so. I think he just added the L in there by mistake.
Oh, okay. All right. I was like, huh?
Yeah, that's what I think he's doing. But I want to take a play out of the playbook from the professor, and I want to display on the screen some numbers here because there is a aspect, and we're going to get into this as well as far as this whole Desmond Ritter, Marcus Mariota quarterback situation, and we're going to kind of give our critiques and our thoughts on why Arthur Smith is not finna pull that plug right off the bat. Now,
let's hear it.
Okay. Let me ask y'all a question. I want to ask everybody here a question as well, as far as when you hear this conversation about the Falcons. There's one stat. There's one stat about this Falcons team that nobody talks about, and this plays in a factor on why Arthur Smith is continuing with Marcus Mariota despite the offense not being as explosive as everybody wants. Hold on, let me make sure I'm gonna make sure I get this up. Hold on. Let me see. Don't mind me, y'all.
I just find it baffling that people are still complaining that we're not explosive enough. We're literally ninth in scoring.
Oh, that's one thing. But I'm finna show y'all the stat right now. This is one of the major reasons. Hold on, Microsoft. Okay, here we go. Let me know if y'all can see this. The stat is the NFL team's punt attempts per game.
Leave it to K Styles.
Let me see. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see that? Do I need to zoom in a little bit more?
I can. I don't know if everyone else is okay.
Just read it off.
Okay.
Sure.
The Atlanta Falcons are 31st in the league as far as punt attempts per game. Which means that Bradley Pinion.
Oh, that's what his name was. I almost forgot.
Bradley Pinion has only punted the ball 6 times so far. I want to repeat that again. Bradley Pinion has only punted the ball 6 times total.
6 times for the 6, man.
6s.
Okay. All while facing teams that were quote unquote better than us.
If I remember, the Atlanta Falcons are still the worst team in football. We cannot get past this. The worst roster in football. Now, I got some more. I got another category that I think y'all need to pay attention to here as well. Let's go to first downs per game. Hold on, let me see. Let's go ahead. Y'all see that?
Mm-hmm.
The Atlanta Falcons are 9th in the league in total first downs per game, which is letting me know by looking at those 2 stats alone, ain't as many 3-and-outs going on right now. They're getting first downs. Now, the main problem is turnovers in the red zone. Yes, that is an issue, But the problem is, if you take away those turnovers, you're looking at an offense that potentially that could right now be averaging close to 30, 35 points a game. At least. What y'all got to think on that?
Oh, geez. Cleveland is second.
I mean, in layman's terms, that just means, bitch, you can't stop me. That's just simple. For people that don't understand what K-Style just said, they cannot stop the Atlanta Falcons offense, whether it's run or pass. Can't stop them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only being 0.4 underneath Kansas City.
Yeah. That says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
They're averaging 156.7 rushing yards a game. And in the last couple of games, the worst part of that is that we've done it without Marcus Mariota actually contributing in the running game. Just think about what I just said there. Take a second to really think about that. Without Marcus Mariota having a huge contribution like he had in the first game with 70 yards. He hasn't had that. I don't think he got over the last 20 yards in the last couple of games.
Mm-hmm.
And we still somehow went over 150. The league averages somewhere between 100 and 120 yards rushing a game. And that's on the high end. So it's most teams that's on the bottom, they're on the lower end of that 100.
Mm-hmm. And I just found something else that's very interesting too. Let me go ahead and put this up. NFL team fourth quarter points per game. Now, the New Orleans one, they number one because of the first game. That's well, fuck them.
A couple of other garbage time scores too.
But
oh man.
But look who's close. Look who's rounding around the top 10 in the NFL.
Tied with Kansas City, huh?
Yeah, don't say K-Style. Yeah, don't say.
So, look who's hovering around top 10 in fourth quarter points.
Shift. Hit the shift.
Let's see. And somebody said red zone touchdown percentage. The Atlanta Falcons
in the middle.
Atlanta Falcons 15th in the league in red zone percentages, and that's percentages of touchdowns only.
Just underneath the Rams and also Cleveland. Oh, look, Philadelphia's right there too.
So if you take a few of those turnovers away and you actually get a chance to put touchdowns in there, I'm going to tell you one thing. It's just basically just telling you that the Falcons are beating themselves up. We're costing ourselves games. It's not necessarily so much of the other teams beating us.
Nobody cares about what you think, Alex. Okay, nobody fucking cares.
I told you, Alice got beef with us for some reason. I ain't worried about that.
I have no clue.
We ain't gonna worry about that, man. AJ, man,
Nobody cares.
You have a lot of beef for a vegan, Alex.
What?
How the hell? My thing is why don't you care about stats? Stats is how you look at film. Film is how you look at stats. You can't have one without the other. So don't sit there and tell, well, I don't care about stats. How the hell you know you're doing good if you don't have the stats?
AJ Mangum here said, man, before the season started, you guys said the key to success is run the damn ball.
Yeah, think? Run that dang
ball. Yeah, so like I said, just by looking at those rankings and how the Falcons have been faring so far, it's pretty much just telling the story of Falcons killing themselves out here on the field. They, like I said, with bad penalties at the wrong time. Surprisingly, touchdown red zone percentage is middle of the pack. You would think it'd be worse than that with the turnovers, but no, they are taking opportunities to get points on the field. I mean, you still ninth in the league in scoring. And I think
doing something right.
And you know what? And just by looking at that, I think the reason why it kind of confuses people is because the Falcons are not doing it pretty. We're so used to pretty football. We used to fly me out Instagram Tatiana type offense where it just looks good on the outside, it's flashy, it's sexy. We're used to that. We're used to them trying to throw the ball 60, 70% of the time and scoring that way. The Falcons are doing it in a whole completely different aspect, doing a whole different way. This is essentially the same way that Arthur Smith did it in Tennessee. The biggest difference is you got a Derrick Henry. They weren't flash. He wasn't flashy at all. His offenses are not meant to be flashy. They meant to do one thing and the one thing only, and that's to get the ball into the end zone.
Right. That's basically it. We're trying to score touchdowns and limit mistakes. That's his offense.
Exactly. Talks about flashy with no substance, man. You can make a cardboard cutout of someone look attractive.
Exactly.
Ain't got nothing behind it though.
Right. Nothing.
Exactly. It's like, man, and I'm fine with it. I actually find this brand of football for the Falcons to be actually more enjoyable, to be honest with you, because this brings us back to the days of where the Falcons were most successful in, and that was running the football. Play action.
Hang on. Alex, do you realize that Ripcliffe just made a 3-hour-long video of all tape from week 1? The only reason he hasn't done the week 2 and the week 3 is because he was getting another microphone in order to help him out with his recording sessions. That and he's been sick. Other than that, I've been helping him and Seb.
Man, he need to go bust a nut. Just go in the closet, all right? Go in the closet, take your underwear down, just strip butt naked and just bust.
God damn it, Mike.
Just go ahead, all right? Because, bro, you all in your feelings. Good God Almighty.
I need that, like I said, hey man, we can't put the energy into that. Like I said, if he can't explain what the hell wrong we did with him for the simple fact that he trying to tell us we wrong about everything we say, I'm not going to too much worry about it because at the end.
Yeah, you lucky on K Styles. You lucky on K Styles. I'll behave now.
Right.
Yeah, I'll behave. Sorry.
Because the people here in the chat basically asking like, what the hell wrong with them?
We're asking the same question.
Nobody knows the trouble I see.
Nobody knows, man. But like I said, my only theory is somebody done got to your ear and convinced your ass that we the bad guys. That's the only thing I can think of.
Too bad we embraced it already.
Exactly. That's what this
Boy,
that's
right
what this whole team.
Right there. That's
like,
it.
They calling his ass a PFF fanboy now, like, oh Lord, you don't want that type. But
oh gosh, no, I don't think you want the PFL fanboy.
But I ain't gonna worry. We ain't worried about that. But yeah, like I said, kind of getting back to what we're talking about. Like I said, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Cordarrelle Patterson. The creativity for Arthur Smith has always been there, even from the beginning of the season. The issue is teams were so focused on Kyle Pitts. This is why you didn't see Kyle Pitts get the ball as much as everybody wanted to. This is why we've always said over here, you got to be patient. Kyle Pitts is going to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Drake London has built quite a name for himself these first few games. Now defense has got to kind of keep that eye on him as well, which helps Kyle Pitts, which helps Drake London, which helps Olamide Zaccheaus, which helps Anthony Firkser. Because they ran a lot. Because I wonder if y'all noticed that the Falcons ran a lot of flood concepts against the Seahawks.
Oh, yeah.
They ran a lot of flood concepts, and this is why a lot of the guys were getting open.
Well, it's because they're trying to take away Marcus Mariota. They're trying to take him away. And that's what tends to happen because a lot of them, they're spying him, and they're running concepts to where there's always edge setter.
Mm-hmm.
So it has no escape route. So the middle of the field is going to be open. So that's why you see a lot of throws in the middle of the field and with those deep outs when he has time. So like I said, I don't think we've seen the best of our offense. That might sound crazy, but I don't think we've seen the best of this offense yet. I don't think we've seen the best Mariota. That's the biggest key to this offense. I don't think we've seen the best Mariota yet.
I kind of agree on that. We really haven't seen what this offense is really can be capable of with 100% execution.
Yeah, every team around September is going to be showing up a little bit rusty. And we've seen it already. Like some teams got out the gate. Well, good for them. But everyone else, like there's a reason why 13 other teams are also listed as 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's all rust.
Exactly.
Just gotta get it off.
Exactly. Okay, so we sitting here. Wait a minute. So we got 101 people in here, man. Let's go ahead and get this little intermission. We're gonna read some comments during this intermission. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and hit that like button as well. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of intermission music going on. And no, I'm not gonna do Noah like that. Cool.
I knew that was good.
All right.
I knew that was good.
All right. Oh man, I appreciate y'all liking the thing right off the bat, man. We need about 3 more likes so we can get this 50% engagement. But we want to give y'all a little intermission break, and we're going to read some comments as well. So let's go ahead and get into a few of these comments, and make sure you go ahead and subscribe to 6 Man K Styles, as well as Mad Mike Sports, as well as Noah, Tyndale. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, baby, because it's already free. And you're helping the algorithm out for us so we can get our names out there to where we can give you the best. Where that song go? Giving you the best that I got. That's what we doing around here. But let's get a few of these comments here, man. Look, Brian Peoples here said, no more embracing the suck or brotherhood nonsense. Just straight dirty bird-ish. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, John Higgins said here, man, just get the fucking job done. Lehman Bennett, 77-82 football, running football, and play hellacious defense. Jerry Glanville days at defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
I just see a lot of people talking about what the hell is wrong with Alex, but
I told you just need to go in that closet. That's all.
Millie Mills here said, Millie Mills said, F that. I like playing January football in September. That's how you win and change culture. Yeah. I like that. I like that comment right there. You're playing late season football early. If you get
hang on just a sec. Mike, why do you want him to get in the closet so badly? You know how hard it is to get out of it.
That boy got way too much testosterone, okay? Way too much right now. He needs to let some of that estrogen out. He up here hulking up for no damn reason.
Let's see. And
I can't say what I really want to say, so
man, we ain't worried about it. Look, hold on, we gotta do it like this.
I told you K-Star is my spiritual guide. All right, so he's helping me feng shui. All right, so I'm trying to embrace that mellow mic. I'm trying to embrace the mellow mic. Right, so
I had to get back into my somebody said what's wrong with because I got this microphone right here. I got this bootleg ass microphone right here. Woke up late. I couldn't set up in time, so I had to improvise here. Let's see. Deco said, "You know them young boys be ready to fight and argue."
For no reason. We don't know what we fighting for. Yeah, we fighting for.
Exactly. Yeah, Sonya here said, "Man, I'm loving this type of offense. I got tired of pretty football." I think we all
right. Oh my gosh. Whew.
And she's representing for the ladies as well up here. The lady, the female Falcon fan, saying that she said she got tired of pretty football. Booyah!
Rub that makeup off and just get forward, please.
Hey, look! It's like you hollering at a chick and you like, and you hollering at her and you ask her to send you a picture. She asks you, "You want me to send you a picture?" And you be like, "Yeah." Send me a picture of your ass when you just waking up so I can see the real you.
Oh my. I knew that was where you were going.
That's exactly what it come down to, man. I think it's not. I think it's lovely. It's just lovely. Let me see if I see if there's any more couple stats that I saw that was very interesting as well. Oh yeah, y'all go ahead and speak on what y'all want to speak to.
I got a stat. Like I said, I don't think too many people like really dove into this, but Grady Jarrett had 3 tackles for losses. I don't think people really understand what a tackle for loss essentially is for a defensive tackle. Okay, he's outnumbered in the middle of the field. Somehow, this guy still got 3 tackles for losses and a sack. Maybe Maybe you guys didn't understand it. He's outnumbered in the middle of the field.
And stop the run play before it even got back to the initial line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
That right there.
Right.
That's huge for our linebackers. Whenever they grow whenever they
you said whenever they grow a set.
Look, I told you I was going to bunch.
There was plenty of other ones on the tape where he didn't, get the tackle, but he actually just blew through the line.
Because that last sack he had, he literally he cross chopped his way through, fought through it, and just laid out goddamn Geno Smith
and laid him out. This dude is an animal, man. Grady's just different, man.
So far, Grady Jarrett has 11 total tackles, 4 tackles for losses, 3 quarterback hits, and 2.5 sacks.
That's great from a defensive tackle, man. That's a defensive tackle, not an edge guy.
Nico over here said, y'all don't be catching how truly petty know. Well, from what the tape says, that like that old Rock, when he used to come out, he'd be like, The Rock says, no, you're damn wrong.
Right.
And Noah right now.
It doesn't matter what website you use.
Boy, but yeah, man, because you have to definitely, like I said, Grady Jarrett, man, he's I think, and this is why I said, but this is why I want to kind of get into as well and Noah, I'm glad you're here. I want to get your take on what Lorenzo Carter has meant for Grady Jarrett compared to Kung Fu Panda.
It's basically night and day. I mean, now here's the thing. You can take a look and go back to who Lorenzo Carter was lining up against, right? You can say that, okay, well, in week 1, he had Trevor Penning. In week 2, he had Joe Noteboom. In week 3, he had, Charles Cross. 2 of those are rookies. Well, one of them was last year's backup for the Rams.
Right.
That being said, he's still making his presence felt in every single game. And not even Dante Failure could do that. So, again, we don't control who exactly lines up against us. Like, I genuinely, truly feel bad for what happened to Myles Garrett. Having to drive in that small of a car for his body. But
I don't know what it is about these. Why
big
the
dudes
biggest of
always
big dudes
small.
got to be driving in the smallest cars, and you got the littlest of midgets driving the biggest car? I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Bro, I will never understand that. My lanky ass can't even sit in certain cars. How the hell you want to voluntarily sit in that type?
Well, damn that.
But the fact is that when you have the outside edge presence being known, again, it doesn't matter who it is, your inside is going to have a lot less pressure on it. You couple that with the fact that Anthony Rush is getting also a lot of attention up in the middle. And where does Grady sit? He generally sits in between the nose and the edge rusher. So when the center and the left tackle or the center and the right tackle are both being occupied, that leaves a one-on-one matchup.
And like you said, and if you pay attention to Grady is literally lining up in the same exact position he was when he was playing the 3-4 defense. As the 3 tech, 4 tech.
But he didn't fit the scheme, right?
If you pay attention to where Grady lined up in when they was playing the 4-3 defense, the Dan Quinn Sukihana defense, he was the 3 tech.
It's the 3 tech 4 eye position. The 4 eyes are right over the tackle. So now that you have the nose tackle who can occupy the nose and the center, Grady has one-on-ones.
Mm-hmm. Which basically means he's anywhere between the inside shoulder of the guard and the outside shoulder of the guard. He playing the same position he played in this defense as he did in the 4-3 defense with Dan Quinn. The biggest difference is you actually have a edge rusher on his side that is not wasting any motion trying to get pressure.
And on the other side, you have another brand new pass rusher that's just getting started.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And you have another bookend who's playing 4-eye.
Mm-hmm.
And Taquan Graham, who's showing his ass right now too. It doesn't show up on tape because it's not something special. But if you pay attention closely, Taquan Graham is winning his matchups as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about creating opportunities for your teammates to make their job easier. Those what the big guys up front are supposed to do.
And did we mention that is just our base defense?
Yeah, that's the base defense.
And that we haven't even included anyone else when it comes to blitzes?
Right.
Because even them playing D'Angelo Malone, they're playing him more so in flat zones and coverages right now.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, he certainly has the athleticism to do that.
Mm-hmm. So, hey, man. I just say it like this. This team got a long ways to go. No doubt about it. They got a long way to go on offense and defense and special teams.
But it feels so good to know you're making progress.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna tell y'all, and to be honest with you, where I saw this team at that gave me confidence on what this team could be in the future was against the Rams when they were down 28-3.
Woo!
And they still ran the damn ball.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I gotta say on that, man. Anybody else got something before I get to the sit your goofy ass down portion of the show?
No, I think you pretty much said it. Like I said, I'm encouraged by everything up front. What I want to see next is how to utilize how Isaiah Oliver fits in the scheme of things. They're going to use him as safety. Are they going to like switch he and Richie Grant? Because I think Richie Grant is another one of those guys that I've been extremely surprised by how physical he is for God his size. Like he's he's one of those guys who's willing to tackle despite him not looking like Isaiah Oliver or him not looking like Jalen Hawkins. Like he likes contact. He does not shy away from contact. So outside of Richie Grant, man, like I'm pleasantly surprised how this defense is coming together. One more thing too, and I don't know if I'm stealing anybody's thunder, but I look at T1000, aka Troy Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
I got permission to be ghetto real quick.
We right around the end of the show because I'm about to get real ignorant on this shit that I'm about to say.
That's a big ass white boy coming at you fast as hell. Like that's a big ass white boy. He's big as hell and he's running a 4.3. Bro, look, I see a guy that's 6'4", 240, 250 pounds coming at me like that on the edge, and I'm a quarterback. I'm a little tiny wide receiver when I see that big rascal coming at. Man, that look.
Man, I mean, he's from Montana. What the hell you expect?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Look, I don't know if y'all ever had a 6'4", 250-pound guy coming running at you full speed. It's not. Look, it's not fun. Okay, it's not fun. That's a big dude, and I'm telling you, once he gets it, the running back's gonna be in fear, man. Because I saw one play in the flat. It was one play in the flat. I think they dunked it down to somebody, but that dude, I don't know how the hell he got out so fast. He got over there so fast, and he made the tackle. And I was like, wow.
Oh, that was
the dude immediately, but he got over there fast, and he stopped him immediately. So I was like, okay, wow. This dude is going to be a problem, man. He's going to be an absolute intimidator.
And Mike, and get this. This is him without a head start.
Without a head start, right.
When he gets it, he's going to get a head start.
Yeah.
Boy, scary, man. I think when he's running, I think he's imagining chasing chickens in the damn farm or something like that. I think that's why he's fast.
That dude, that
everyone will turn into chickens. I'll tell you that much.
Look, I've been there before. I've had big dudes, 300 pounds, running fast at me. All right, it's not a good feeling. Okay, and you got to brace for that type of impact. Right, so that's scary. Bro.
And I think that
cornbread fed Steve McNair type country strong right there.
Boy, he from a town. He from a town where they be like, "Woo, go on, chase that chicken there, boy."
I love him, man. I love that dude, man. I love him.
He bench pressing other people he sees across the street because he get bored.
It's like Brock Lesnar coming at you. Like Brock Lesnar coming play. Did you see this guy? Yeah.
Like,
nah, I'm running.
Hey, Troy, you need a workout? Go ahead and bench press that house for me right quick. Yes, sir.
All right, warm up done.
Exactly. What you gonna do when 44 goes wild on you?
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, man. Oh man, I gotta I gotta put this out here, man. We right now we have the sit your goofy ass down segment, and today's sit your goofy ass down segment today is the brand new fantasy football movie.
What?
Yes, there is a brand new football movie coming out here in November. It's called fantasy football. I wonder if anybody have seen the news on this. Let's see.
I might have seen like the picture of it, but I didn't know what it was because the NFL's Instagram is just buck wild when it comes to their posts in the middle of the week. But I didn't actually read into it.
Okay, so let me read. Okay, I got the article right here. Because I don't even want to show y'all on the screen because y'all gonna just immediately throw stuff at the TV. So basically, it's coming out on November 25th. The picture that you saw was Omar, whatever the fuck his name is, from Power, Omari Hardwick, in a Falcon uniform. When I first saw this picture, I said, I know they about to do a Thomas Deku biopic picture. What the fuck is this shit?
Oh my God.
So for those that may not have seen what it's going to be about, is here is the plot. Is Omari Hardwick is going to be playing a struggling running back for the Atlanta Falcons. Fumbleitis like a motherfucker. So he's going to be on the Tevin Coleman rookie year side of the game on this one. And here's the kicker. His daughter is going to be controlling him as he was a Madden player and he becomes a superstar. Where have we seen this shit before?
Well, great stream, guys. I'm just going to leave it at
that. Damn. He really just left. He really just left. No, hold on. I'm reading it right here. It says, when Callie plays as her dad on EA Sports Madden 23, he transforms from a fumbleitis-plagued journeyman to star running back bound for superstardom alongside his daughter and wife.
I am literally walking this off.
So,
my question to everyone else is, where do we go from here as a society?
I mean, shit, it should be the number one selling movie because hell, most of the folks that play Madden think they Madden GMs. This is what Arthur Smith talks about. All the Madden.
Why us?
That's what I was thinking. Like, of all the teams, you could have got
of all the seasons too. Like, when was this written? Because we have one of the best running attacks in all of football, and your movie is instantly going to be outdated.
I'm trying to figure out, like, of all the teams, of all the football teams, you could have got one of the other teams that the world media loves. The world media loves. They love anything that got Tom Brady in it. You know, they could have been Kansas City, somebody like that. You know what? And
I want to know one thing.
Coming soon to theaters.
No, it's going straight to Paramount Plus. That's where it's going.
It's a good thing no one has that.
This boy got his suit.
Coming soon to theaters.
What you about to
I'm
say,
going to have to come up with something better than this because, my goodness.
Wow.
Man, you had to be on a strong ass 8-ball to be writing that bullshit. Why? Just like
why in the entire hell? Oh,
my daughter is playing Madden and he magically started playing better.
If that ain't a slap in the face for everybody that uses Madden on why a player should be good, y'all should be flabbergasted right now because they literally are going to be making fun of y'all in this movie. Oh my God. Juan said, what flavor LSD cereal did they have?
The answer is yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I'm just like, why?
Why, man?
My daughter plays Madden, and I'm magically because she's playing Madden. I'll become
a. Oh Lord, have mercy. Oh God, and guess what? Guess what? Fantasy football is produced in partnership with the Spring Hill Company Emmy Award-winning studio team founded by LeBron James and Maverick Carter.
No wonder that's some bullshit.
Mad Mike, you have every reason to hate LeBron now.
Oh my God.
Who?
Okay, man. Okay, we about to end the show on that. We somebody said Darnell said D-Lynn wrote the story. Movie brought to you by Jeff Schultz.
Come on. Who's building that I have to break down? Who do I got to talk to? Someone give me the address. I'm suiting up right now. Literally.
This dude to put the suit on, bro. He's like, all you gotta do is get the black glass. Hello, Mr. Anderson.
Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? Who the fuck wrote that bullshit? I want to talk to the person who wrote that bullshit.
Let's see. Hold on. It says where that? The movie is directed by Anton.
He gotta be under the age of 30 because ain't nobody under the age of 30.
The movie is written by Zoe Marshall and Dan Gurewitch.
Those are AI created names, man. You can't tell me otherwise. Like, I was thinking the same thing. What the hell kind of name are those? Oh wow!
I think Arthur Blank was like, "Shit, hey man, y'all gonna run me my check if y'all gonna use my damn thing. Y'all gonna run my check." But let's go ahead and end the damn show because I just saw LeBron James and Maverick Carter's name associated. Yeah, I'm done. Let's go ahead and end this damn thing before everybody on this show has a damn mental breakdown.
I'm still just like, why? How?
All right, y'all.
I'm still getting dressed.
Oh man, so hey, look, everybody. We definitely appreciate y'all tuning in to the 6-Man Convo, man. I thought today's conversation was pretty good. And y'all make sure y'all go ahead and stay tuned tomorrow for.
Oh, I suit up one time and the bots show back up. All right, I see how this is. Let's see what my audience is now.
Right.
I think these bots be on a timer or something, bro. Because it's always like shit. Right when we start getting to the last segment, and all of a sudden,
all the time,
best adult dating website shows up. Like, really? But we definitely appreciate everybody tuning in, man. As always, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to 6-Man K Styles on the road to 2K. Y'all make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Mad Mike Sports on the road to 2K, as well as Noah Tyndale
on the road to 100.
On the road to 100, aka 1K. We're gonna get him there too. So y'all tune in tomorrow for the heavy hitters, where we will be talking about this week's matchup versus the Browns. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
Ooh, no.
We here to stay.
Ooh, yeah.
You ain't gotta go home,
But
you gotta get the hell up out of here. Jesus Christ.
I had to cut the damn music off because yeah, we
need your job in Hollywood because that bullshit. I know I can do better than that. I'm baffled by the whole plot of that.